it actually seemed that the sound of AI is music to the ears of your guest.
Yeah, that's right, Marjorie. I'm at the stand of Sonaid, and this is a product that I think millions, perhaps billions of people around the world wish they had already had at some point. What Sonaid does is they use AI to recognize what we call distressing acoustic signals. So think of someone's falling, or if they're moaning in pain, it can use this data to possibly save their life. With me is the company founder and CEO, Nicolas Turpault. Thank you for joining us. Just real quickly, tell us a little bit about what Sonaid does in your own words.
So what Sonaid does is what human does since like thousands of years. Before we could even speak, we were hearing the danger thanks to our ears. And then later and later, the society developed some sounds to alert other people that there is a problem. And I can even detect if someone has a problem by hearing it, even if I don't speak his language, right? If there is someone from somewhere else in the world, I can detect it.
Yeah, different languages and different accents as well.
Different accents, exactly. And so what Sonaid does is we make sure that every IoT device can actually hear this sound of danger and can detect this distress situation, like call for help, moaning in pain, really with the intonation of the voice, the thud, the fall, or alarms that would be like, imagine your IoT device can't even hear there is a fire alarm. It's crazy.
Yep. Well, let's look at some of the devices and give us some real-world examples.
Yes, so one of the devices that we have that are already at home is like this one. This one is from Arkea, for example, and it's a bank company, and they sell that to elderly people. Usually it goes with a watch, and you have to push the button, and now with that you can actually detect the sounds inside the house. And
so it doesn't have to be wearable, and there's no longer pushing buttons.
Exactly, you don't push the button anymore. It works for like a few, like to a door away, we say that, so it goes to the next room. That's the good thing about the audio. And then you have like these other devices. When you have a very large house, you can actually have another one.
Yeah, and this is fascinating data. Like I said, it's potentially life-saving. This year, Nicolas, you had the European launch with Arkea Care in telecare services. What's next?
Well, yes, the next thing is we actually have some few customers in the US, in Canada. We also have one in Singapore and Japan. So since we don't have this accent problem, we are going in many IoT devices. You'll have the launch in 2027 because from the manufacturer to the current user, it takes a bit of time. But you'll see many things having sound detection in 2027 and 2028. So
yeah, this for a company that's only 3 years old, I want to remind everyone watching. Nicolas, you have a PhD in deep learning. You have a master's in business administration. So I feel like you might have a unique perspective on how you view this sector, what challenges are ahead, and what you're looking at short-term, medium-term.
Well, the thing is, right now, everything that's developed is voice activity detection. So before you hear a keyword, there is actually something like a small software that says there is voice. So please check if there is the right keyword, like OK Google, Alexa, Siri. And we transform this voice activity detection to sound activity detection. So that changes the way we can actually have context of the audio. We are not there yet because we already embedded AI, so we already do that, but we are more at the size of the keyword detection than voice activity detection. So that's the next step, and that would mean every IoT device will understand the world it is into, and that goes to the step of physical AI. Then we'll be able to give, robots, IoT devices, the sense of hearing, and they would actually understand what's around them. And for example, here, there is bubble noise around me, people talking, and they would know, and they could adapt their behavior thanks to that.
Truly innovative and very crucial technology. Nicolas, thank you very much. Nicolas Turpault from Sonaid down here at Vivatech. Back to you, Marjorie.